Greetings, Harvest Community Church. I want to give you an update on the COVID-19 pandemic. A week ago, the governor of South Dakota gave us new guidelines on reopening the state. Our mayor in Mitchell suspended the ordinances that were originally put in place by the city council, and they voted last Monday night to keep the plan to move forward with the governor's plan of back to normal. Now, the great thing about living in South Dakota is that we're not forced or mandated to close our church, but chose, out of the care and concern for others, to ask you not to be here and to hold to the CDC social distancing and staying home parameters. After much prayer and communication with our church board and denominational leaders, we decided it's time to reopen on a limited basis with safe practices put in place to protect the vulnerable. So here is our plan. This Thursday night at 6:30 p.m., we'll begin with our Celebrate Recovery large group. We are asking you to keep 6 foot social distancing and proper hand washing and sanitizing, and no handshaking is allowed. We will not be serving snacks or drinks during this time. We ask that you arrive around 6:15 p.m. to enter and promptly leave following the small share group time. You may bring your own mask if you feel more comfortable doing so. Our small share groups will maintain proper 6 foot social distancing, and know that if you would like to visit, please do so following the share group in the parking lot at a proper distance. As for our in-person Sunday morning worship, we will only be gathering for worship service. No Sunday school will be taking place at this time. We will begin this Sunday, May 10th at 10:30 a.m. Here are some things that you will need to know regarding Sundays. We ask that you will be first and foremost respectful of each other, regardless of what you believe about this current COVID-19 situation. If someone is wearing a mask and gloves for safety concerns on their behalf, be thankful that they have chosen to come and be a part of the service. Jesus reminds us that we are to love and respect our neighbors just as we would want them to love and respect us. We ask that you arrive no early than 10:15 a.m. and promptly take your seats to begin at 10:30 a.m. Our chairs will be set up for you to sit in family groups of up to 6 people, and we ask that you keep at least 2 chairs between you and anyone else who is not in your family group in the same row. As you will see from the picture, we have taken careful care to make sure that you can be here comfortably and enjoy the service. It is different. It's going to be different for a little while, but we want to make sure that we are safe and moving in the right direction. You are welcome to bring your own mask if you do not have one. We will have one that you can use and leave here to be washed and sanitized between services if you feel the need and most comfortable with one. We will not be serving any coffee or donuts prior to services, so no need to be here more than 15 minutes early, please. We ask that as you enter the building at the southeast entrance only, and that you maintain 6 foot social distancing practices and no handshaking. The doors will be propped open for you, and hand sanitizer will be readily available throughout the building. Bulletins will be handed to you by our greeters, who will be wearing masks and gloves. We have suspended our children's ministry and nursery care for the time being, and ask that you keep your children with you at all times, and you will need to bring them their own activity bags or items for them for the service if so needed. We want to make sure, I know our children sometimes get very excited to see new people, and they oftentimes rush up to them, and that could make somebody really uncomfortable, and we want to keep that avoidance from happening. And still welcoming new people into our midst and our regular people coming back, but make sure that you do have a good handle around your children. And then we also are asking for you, as they use the restroom, to go with them. If they are 12 or under, please accompany them so that they may follow proper hygiene protocols and that they promptly come back to the sanctuary. During our service, for the time being, we'll no longer pass the offering plates, but we'll have ushers at the back of the sanctuary as you exit, holding those plates so that you can give on your way out or continue to give online by going to www.harvestmitchell.org/giving. Please limit the times you are in the restroom as you wash your hands and dry them. Use the same paper towel that you dried off your hands to open the doors. The trash can will be just outside the door for you to discard that paper towel. And then there will be no, since there are no refreshments, no coffee or water available, and our water fountain will be closed, please take the time to, if you need something with you, please bring that with you ahead of time. We want you to know that we are doing what we can to keep everyone safe as we come back together during this time. We understand that not every single one of you can or still do not feel comfortable attending at this time. That is completely understandable, and we respect your decision for yourself and your family. Your church, Harvest Church, will be here for you when you are ready to return in person. Our online services are going to continue as a permanent way for you to stay in touch during this time and when you cannot be here. All of us as staff and board miss you very much, and we cannot wait to worship again this weekend. It's going to be a very special weekend, not just because it's Mother's Day, but because the church is gathering in person and online. I hope to see you, and may God bless you and your family as harvesters.